We passed 90k subs on the main channel, by the way, in case you weren't aware. Just earlier today. So this is a video from No Text to Speech. Discord's most important legal battle involves piracy. I've watched this guy's videos a bunch. Brodie face reveal when? Wait, I can show you something, okay? Anyway, let's watch the no text to speech video. Getting close to 100k, I'd like a setup tour. My setup is very basic. We have some we have some golf balls here that I like to fiddle with sometimes. But like there's not really much to the setup. It's just a bedroom. Hardware and Linux setup. I think that could be fun. I did do one ages back, but you know, kids probably like you. I don't know why. I don't like them. Anyway, let's watch the video.
Discord is committed to fulfilling its obligations.
Let me know how the audience level is, by the way.
Acting as your copyright assertion partner is not one of them. Your firm continues to make improper and overly burdensome demands, including immediate threats of motion practice and non-existent legal matters. That whole paragraph of word salad is a Discord lawyer telling a company to f*** off because they're trying to find video game pirates on Discord by invading a bunch of people's privacy. Today we're in for a treat because this is the graph of word salad is a Discord lawyer telling a company to f*** off because they're trying to find video game pirates on Discord by invading.
What do you guys think about the fact that like a lot of forums have basically moved on to being Discord, and a lot of like links for game patches and things like that are now on Discord, as opposed to traditionally you would go to some subreddit or some sketchy forum, things like that. I hate it. Yeah, I'm not a fan either. It's very difficult to find stuff. The Discord CDN does delete things, unlike people seem to think. I know someone who's used Discord to back up files before. Don't do that. It's a very bad idea. They will get deleted.
A bunch of people's privacy. Today we're in for a treat because this is the most juicy lawyer drama I have seen in a hot minute. So for some background and just to understand what's going on, there's a video game called MapleStory, which is a free-to-play 2D side-scrolling MMO that was launched.
Free is a strong word. It's free to play, but like, you know, we all know what MapleStory's like, right? We all understand that MapleStory is one of the early games that was like, monetize everything to hell. I don't. Blame MapleStory for all of the problems in modern video games. That's what I'll say.
In 2003.
It's not the first, but it was one of the big ones.
Owned by a company called Nexon Co. Limited.
You can also blame Nexon for the problems in modern video games.
Nexon, believe it or not, is a ginormous company. In fact, if you look on their Wikipedia page, their revenue for the year 2021 was 274.5 billion yen, which is equivalent to $1.8 billion a year. If it isn't clear, Nexon is printing a load of money, and their whole game model is free-to-play online worlds. And you can see from this graph here that they
what do we have here? Right, yeah. Okay, this makes sense.
A handful of games that have made in their lifetime more than $20 billion. $20
billion? What the fuck?
For Dungeon and Fighter, and for MapleStory, more than $3 billion. Now you might be asking, how does a video...
Sorry, storing files in the Walmart chip aisle? I need to see what that is. Please get that link over to me. Or like, I'll find it.
Game company make $3 billion off a free-to-play online virtual world gaming model? Before I continue, I just want to say, this is my personal opinion, and everything I'm talking about is alleged, because right now the case is all ongoing. As I was saying, how do they make billions of dollars? Well, they do scummy stuff, like microtransactions, and according to a new...
Microtransactions aren't inherently scummy, right? Like, you can look at a game like, Pee-wee. Now, they are often scummy, right? Am I logged in? No, I'm not logged in. Okay, whatever. We can see the shop. Like, PoE is a game that has lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of microtransactions. Lots and 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 lots of microtransactions. The only thing that's pay to win in PoE is stash tabs, but these are a one-time purchase. These basically like let you stash different kinds of items in a convenient way and let you like trade stuff and like they sell stuff through the the market board. But these are a one-time purchase, and it's like I think to get all of the ones you want is like $50.
This article on September 22nd in 2024. It turns out Nexon had
MapleStory is a bit different though. MapleStory is very different though. How microtransactions in Warframe? Warframe you can get everything in game. It just takes a lot of grinding.
$16 million to compensate MapleStory players for rigging loot boxes.
Ah!
But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not done. Things get even worse. It
that's
goes
not good.
from just greedy company into full-on dystopian reality. Because there's this Korean news article, and the headline reads, the main culprit who operated the illegal private server of MapleStory, you know, the video game that we're talking about, is arrested and sent to prison, and another is wanted by Interpol. People who have made a private server for a video game are getting arrested and sent to prison.
Have you ever played a private server for an MMO? I used to play a lot of RuneScape private servers back before OSRS was a thing, and people were not happy about the direction of the game.
We're fucked if this is where society is going. In addition to the main culprit, 4 other people, including employees of a hosting company, these people aren't involved, they're just hosting the game, and they went to jail, as well as designers and programmers who were involved in the operation of the private server. All those people were arrested and sent to prison on the same charges. In prison, we have people that do the most heinous shit on the planet, and then we have people who made a private video game server going to prison. And it's not just going to prison, by the way. Nexon said, remember the video game company that rigged loot boxes. I really want to drive that point home just to show you how big of a piece of shit, in my personal opinion, this company is. Nexon said, we plan to take legal action in civil and criminal cases to punish them, recover...
In civil cases as well. Not even just criminal cases. Civil cases as well, I see.
...for all of their ill-gotten gains and seek compensation for damages. Illegal private servers are those that create and service similar games without permission from the copyright holder. They operate as if they were the same game without going through an official server. And apparently, it takes unfair profits from users. The whole...
Well, I wouldn't say it takes unfair profits. Some of them do. Absolute 100% some of them do. There are some Minecraft servers that are horribly run as well. But I don't know. If you know what you're buying, you know what you're buying, right?
reason why this is happening is because Nexon isn't getting their money from the people that are playing these private servers. Oh, it just gets worse, by the way. Promoting, supporting, or helping to test private servers is also subject to punishment. If you are caught using
promoting,
a private server or your record is activated, you will be subject to restrictions on game use, that's fair, such as protection mode or blocking, and legal punishment. If this sounds horrible, it's because
literally
it is. So let's get
insane
into
company.
this legal punishment because that's what's been happening recently. Now, to understand how Discord is related to this whole entire situation, we're taking a look at an article by Torrent Freak, which I'll have linked in the description.
Great website.
Thankfully, in this article, they explain the background on why Discord is being involved. Under US law, rights holders have an option to identify alleged copyright infringers without having to file a lawsuit.
Sure.
So instead of going through the process of filing some massive lawsuit that cost a whole bunch of money, instead, people who own a copyright can request a
This is what a lot of people try to do to YouTubers, and especially to VTubers who they're trying to dox.
DMCA subpoena. In terms of like a lawsuit being a level 100 mafia boss, a DMCA subpoena is like the level 1 noob. It's a very low-level document. They're typically signed by account clerk, and they don't require any judicial oversight. And the reason why any company would use a DMCA subpoena is so that they can get the personal details of an anonymous person who is allegedly infringing someone's copyright through third-party service providers. And that's where we get to taking a look at legal documents. Now, the second I see a legal document in a YouTube video, my eyes roll to the back of my head. So we're going to skip all the nonsense. We're gonna go
Yep,
straight to the important
same.
bits that actually explain what the fuck is going on. On June 12th, 2024 at 12 p.m., this legal firm sent a subpoena to Discord, a DMCA subpoena. Now, again, a subpoena is basically a piece of paper that is forcing you can see in bold, you are commanded, to provide information. Nexon wants Discord to provide the information of every single user that they list, which I'll show you the big list, and the information that they want from each one of those Discord users are their names, last known addresses.
Discord doesn't have that on a lot of people.
Last known
telephone number, yes.
Phone numbers, all email addresses, and mailing and billing addresses of each of their payment methods.
This is something they also don't have unless you're stupid and pay for Discord.
They also want hosting providers.
What?
And servers and any other...
Wait, like hosting providers as in like their ISP? I guess servers probably means like Discord server, I think. But maybe they don't mean that. Maybe they mean like servers they operate.
Contact information and logs of IP addresses. Now, at this point, I wasn't aware, but it turns out hosting providers and servers, what Nexon means by this is a lot worse than just getting access to a Discord server. Now, if you're not informed on how Discord's copyright system works, it's pretty straightforward. On Discord, if you have any copyright or intellectual property violations, what you can do is you can file a DMCA takedown request using Discord's built-in form, which is relatively easy. You send in your email, subject, description. The really important thing about this form is that typically what you do is you report a message and you have to provide a message link. Like, you need to show Discord what is the thing that is breaking your copyright. You need to show Discord directly because they're not going to do the digging for you. But you can fill out that form, or what you can also do is send an email to Discord's copyright agent, or you can send Discord a letter directly. And well, that's exactly what Nexon did with their legal team. They sent a letter directly to Discord, and the subject is DMCA takedown request. Now, we'll notice it's focusing on MapleStory, and as we scroll down, we enter the list. But this massive list that you see in front of you is every single person that Nexon wants to find information on so they can put them in jail and sue their ass.
I'm suing your ass for millions.
Now, taking a look at one of these entries, we can see that there's the server name of the Discord server, and we can see the website, Discord server ID, infringer user ID, the invite code of the Discord server, and an example message
They've already done half the digging themselves.
Link of the infringing copyright activity. Now, when there's a Discord invite link, you know what I do. I pull up my alt account, Brad Armpit, and I start trying to join these servers. And it turns out, if we go through
it's
the
invalid,
list, most of these servers are already taken down, or the invite links have expired, and this just continues on and on and on.
Oh, one of them works.
There was one server that I found that actually exists. Now, the interesting thing is that we can actually copy this message link, put it into Discord, and try to see what is this horrible copyright infringement that's happening. Anyways, from here on out, I'm going to be using Google Translate, so things will look, can understand what's going on. But this was supposed to be a download link to these guys' private server. But as you can see, the server is basically completely shut down. There hasn't been an announcement since April 25th of 2024. But it is clear, in terms of this server and this message link, Discord did their job. They complied by taking it down, or these guys got heads up and they deleted it themselves. But then taking a look at the server directly underneath the previous one that I looked at, it is also up. But if we look at the translations, what is the heinous thing that these guys are doing? They're adding different types of accessories to the game. They're basically just modding the game, or just adding little tweaks. Battleship movement speed and jump power modified. Battleship stamina modifications.
Right to jail, right away.
These are people that are just playing a modified version of the game, and they're being put in prison alongside murderers and, you know, actual criminals. But then we get to
actually fucking insane.
List that the Nexon lawyers made. This makes no sense to me. The wanted infringer and infringing material is the Discord server itself. Remember how I said you need a message ID showing this is the thing that is infringing our copyright? These guys said, that's cool and all, but we're fucking lazy. In fact, if you look at these listings, it shows you the website, Discord server ID, the infringer ID, the invite code, but then they have a bot section. As you can see in this Discord server, there's nothing. They're just reporting the whole server saying it's bad. In fact, the next server underneath it has a whole bunch of user IDs that are being reported, and they also reported their Discord bot, which, well, if I put in the user
Send
ID
the bot to prison!
bot. Oh, hello, there we go. It is the old command bot. And the funny thing is that that bot does nothing. But again, it's the same thing. It's just a free MapleStory server that's old. It's free. They're not even making money from it. They just want to play the game back in 2008. Now, technically, this does break copyright laws because they're using their assets that they made. Nexon does own copyright to the old version of the game. But
that's true, but also fuck them. That's
in the
my
grand
thought.
scheme of things, is this really taking away money from Nexon? People enjoying the old version of
well,
the
that's
game?
the thing, right? Like, it's when we see people running these old private servers, it's the same thing we saw with what do you call it? OSRS. Like, before OSRS was a thing, people were running RuneScape private servers. The people who are playing on private servers who want an old version of the game aren't gonna play the new version of the game. Like, they don't like the new version. That's the problem.
It's debatable because you could both play the old version
really
and
sure
pay for the new
right
version and
now.
play both of them at the same time. But going through the rest of the servers and noting them down, I just want to show you how big of an issue this isn't. I say isn't because, look, there's this server here that has 458 members. This one has 8,000. This one has 5,000. This one has 500 members, and through the graveyard of other ones. This one has 21 members, and this one had 105.
He was talking about the Don't Kill Our Games. Thor's not a fan of Don't Kill Our Games. Yeah, Pirate Software. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we at
not at all relevant to this. It's just a funny thing to bring up again.
Nexon make $1.8 billion a year, but we need to put 8,000 people in jail for not playing our game and spending money on it. From a pure numbers thing alone,
good luck
this
with
makes
that.
no sense. They're spending all their time legally battling tiny ants that aren't really big. It's just a small little group of people. It's not cutting into your profits substantially, in my opinion. But the thing is that Nexon has actually done this exact same shit before. Because when Nexon obtained a DMCA subpoena last October, Discord initially objected, deeming it overbroad and unduly burdensome. And I'm gonna be honest, there's no other way to explain the legal documents I'm about to show you. Because remember what was shown in the news article? Promoting...
what is Don't Kill Our Games and license all that? Don't Kill Our Games was basically an initiative to get game developers to design games in a way that they can be preserved after servers go offline. So a lot of games are tied to an online-only server and don't work if you're offline or the server's offline. And basically the idea is don't keep doing that. And he was arguing from, like, technical perspectives that it was just not possible to do and all that sort of stuff. And you can go see his videos. He's talked about it for, like, an hour. I can't, like, go over everything here.
Supporting or helping test private servers is also subject to punishments, including legal punishment, and they weren't fucking joking. In the subpoena, Nexon provides a detailed description on how each copyright infringer utilizes Discord for their infringing activity. So these are the type of people that Nexon is reporting. They're
these are the
people
criminals
that own the private servers, but they also want to get the information so that they can sue and put people in jail for promoting the private server, either creating a server or sending a link in DMs. Just
dissemination of invitation links. What? What are you talking about?
For doing that, they want to find your information so that they could sue you or put you in jail. They're also looking for designers associated with private servers. So if you do fan art for one of these private servers, so they add in a custom character of yours, congratulations, you're going to jail. Well, at least in Nexon's dystopia that they're trying to actually turn into reality, which is complete asinine. And finally, they want information on cheat software sellers. Now,
sure, reasonable. This is not the first time that the company's actually gone after cheat sellers. I believe this happened early WoW. I'm pretty sure there were early WoW bots that people got, like, sent to prison or got fined over.
That makes sense. This is kind of like normal stuff that's been done before. But it feels like they want to sue absolutely anyone who has touched or contacted or joined one of these Discord servers. Nah, okay, hold on. This is actually I thought about this a little bit more, and while I'm editing this, I looked back at the material, and it turns out this is what Nexon actually wanted. They wanted to go into people's DMs. Nexon, in clear writing, says they are classifying private server promoters as people who are informing private server operators about server promotion costs via Discord DMs. They will need those Discord DMs to prove their legal case, assuming, you know, Nexon's going to sue these guys and put them in jail. And it's not just for promoters, by the way. For example, informing the joint annoying private server operators about the time and cost per design work via DMs. They want access to your DMs again, producing image files using illustrations and sending them to private server operators via DM.
Wait.
Image files.
Using illustrations. So cosplay's fine. Character images. Actually, maybe cosplay is gonna get you in trouble as well.
Using illustrations and sending them to private server operators via DM. Just as a reminder, they are going out of their way to try and find people that are promoting, supporting, or helping to test private servers. If you play a private server video game, Nexon wants it where they can go into your DMs and find proof of you doing this so they can legally punish you.
This is
Nexon
insane.
Asking for hosting providers.
This is genuinely
and servers,
insane.
It's not a mistake. They want access to Discord servers, potentially hosting providers, so that they can get and view the DMs of these people. But when we go from broad, we go to unduly burdensome. I'm going to show you one of the most, if not the worst piece of legal documents I have ever read in terms of just straight up incompetence. They even have a watermark. Erase all private servers. There's a f***ing
Oh, that's so dumb. Okay, you know what? I respect the commitment to the bit. As much as I think this is insane, I do respect going this far with it.
Company for this shit. Oh, these guys are scum. Holy hell. But inside of the subpoena, again, they have this list. Now, this is before the other list that we looked at. This is an older document. And you know when Discord said this shit was completely burdensome? It's because I don't think the lawyers understand how to fill out a Word document. It got that bad. For example, they are reporting this server here, which is in Korean. They give the Discord server ID, the user IDs that are infringing, an invite code, and what is the example message link of infringing activity? It's... At this point, I just give up. Don't even put in the message link. And if you keep on scrolling, it just gets better. I'm so sorry. I can't keep my shit together right now. They're reporting a server called Ares MS. They provide a website, as if Discord can magically do anything about it. They provide a Discord server ID, some user IDs. They provide an invite code, and for their message link, they just give you a download link, and they say, we're unable to find the message link, so the download URL from the website is indicated.
So there's nothing actually infringing on the server itself. They're just like, fuck it. This is good enough.
We can't find the link, so here's the download link to it. And by the way, things just get worse as you keep on scrolling, because I was looking through, they're talking about different games, and as I kept on scrolling, something popped out at me. It's this one here that has 5 gazillion Discord user IDs that are reported, and they only have one message link for proof. I forgot Discord's new feature, where 30,000 people can send one message that's infringing on copyright. In fact, the reason why Discord said this was unduly burdensome and also studied rope tying techniques for themselves later on if they had to deal with this is because every single instance of infringed work that they put down contains 5 different user IDs and only one message link. And man, just the cherry on top is the very last thing. Again, lawyers have looked through this and they have signed off on it and said it was all good. The very last link has a Discord message link that doesn't even actually have the message ID at the end of it. You could see from above, it has 3
Actual fucking idiots.
chunks of numbers. It's the server ID, the channel ID, and the message ID. This one just has the server ID and the channel ID. This is not even a fucking message link. Discord is sent this legal document, and they are being asked to get all these user IDs. Most of the proof is just one message link for 5 different users. There's probably
20 different users.
Discord user IDs that are just put in this list, and Nexon's like, give us the information so we can put all these people in jail. And from there,
how many of you are on a list?
Parties got together, as in Discord lawyers were suffering in pain for
go find out if you're on a list.
And an agreement was reached to confidently disclose basic subscriber information related to 64 user IDs. Remember, out of like the list of 500 in there, they got 64 user IDs. And you bet your bottom dollar, Nexon would complain about every single user ID that was removed and not given to them. Again, Discord lawyers were probably figuring out very cool knot tying techniques. But in this case, Discord was faced with a motion to compel. Nexon was basically threatening Discord and trying to force them to give all of those user IDs. So at this point, hopefully I painted a very good picture that Discord absolutely does not like dealing with Nexon. In fact...
Right, I'm sure Discord would be more than happy to hand over the information if they just provided what they fucking wanted. But like, Nexon's just not even giving them anything to work with. Like, how do you're not just getting every bit of data on the entire platform. You're not the US government. Fuck off, basically.
The company did not envision that Nexon would return to court with similar requests a few months later. But ladies and gentlemen, that rage accumulated and has manifested in the most legal, big dick energy thing I have ever seen.
Didn't the US government call Linux users extremists or something? Yes, that did happen. Yes.
Life. Mariah, you're an absolute champion. Because in response to the DMCA subpoena that was sent to Discord on behalf of Nexon Korea, Discord has already cooperated with your firm to compromise on providing basic subscriber information for a distinct set of 64 user IDs in response to an overly broad and unduly burdensome subpoena issued by your firm in October 2023, containing infringement allegations for 6 Nexon copyrights. We at Discord dealt with your bullshit and produced that information to your firm on June 13th, 2024. Now, you appear to be demanding additional information for yet more user IDs, which you allege infringe one of the same copyrights you have already asserted. You are attempting to renegotiate a deal that has already been struck and fulfilled. Your actions are improper.
Your actions are improper. Yeah, this was during the This was during the Obama administration, I believe. Yeah, so Linux Journal is an extremist forum, and its readers get flagged for extra surveillance. I'll save this for another time, but yes, this is a thing that actually happened at one point.
Discord is committed to fulfilling its obligations under the law, but acting as your copyright assertion partner is not one of them. And the reason why Discord says that is because Nexon cannot fill out a basic form. They tried once, they failed, and had to negotiate with Discord for months. They tried again, and they failed. And by the way, the whole reason why I'm pissed off about this is because this is consuming Discord's legal team's time. While Discord's legal team is dealing with his absolute incompetence, that's taking away their time from other more important legal requests, like getting information on creeps on Discord. And instead, it's being focused on trying to fucking sue and put people in jail for playing a private server of a video game. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Anyways, back on topic. Your firm continues to make improper and overly burdensome demands in a manner inconsistent with legal stuff, including immediate threats of motion practice and non-existent legal matters. This approach is not in line with the rules of procedure or professional conduct. Therefore, Discord is prepared to file a motion to quash your May-June subpoenas and any future improper subpoenas issued by your firm on behalf of Nexon. We ask that you immediately withdraw your subpoenas and cease issuance of further defective subpoenas, service, and processes. I could say
what
so
a way
much
to
about
write
this,
it.
but all of it summarizes to Mariah the lawyer having the biggest dick energy on the planet. In fact, she drops a list of 22 general objections and reservations to all the legal stuff that Nexon is doing. 22 objections. Wild. But the important ones I want to point out is objection 2. Discord objects to the request as seeking the disclosure of electronic communications, strictly prohibits Discord, a service provider within the meaning of the SCA, which is Stored Communications Act, from disclosing the contents of communications to third parties. If it hasn't clicked for you yet, the disclosure of electronic communications means Discord giving Nexon people's DMs and messages. And in fact, most of the objections that are in here is Discord actually rallying for user privacy. Objection 3 says Discord objects to the request because as a matter of internal policy, Discord respects the right
I'm genuinely surprised Discord... Well, I think part of the reason Discord's like so against handing over the information is they just don't want to fucking do it because it's just too much work. But hey, if that means they're going to rally behind privacy, I can respect that. Their Windows cursor is triggering me. It's a Windows
its users
user.
to anonymity and privacy regarding, among other things, personally identifying information and commercial information. Objection 13 also says that Discord objects to the request as infringing its users' decision to remain anonymous, which is an aspect of their freedom of speech protected by the First Amendment. The request improperly seeks to unmask anonymous speakers and consequently compel disclosure of material protected by the First Amendment. They're going full American on these bad boys, and I'm loving it. So after Discord basically said, no, go
about that.
Yourself. Nexon, again, billion-dollar company, evil pieces of garbage that, again, rigged loot boxes, filed a motion to compel Discord. Again, this is like a legal threat, forcing Discord to go through with their subpoena. First off, let me make it clear. Incompetent again, because there's a spelling mistake. Number 21. As such, Discord urges this court to grant its motion and to order Discord's compliance with the subpoena. My man, this is not supposed to be Discord, it's supposed to be Nexon. I'm doing a better legal job than you are. I'm a YouTuber.
Wait, they called themselves Discord. Oh, that's incredible.
Legal experience. Now, the last thing I want to say in this video is making it super clear to you that this is Discord's most important legal case they've had so far, because here's the thing. Nexon filed a motion to compel, like I said, which is basically Nexon asking the court to enter an order, a legal order, forcing Discord to produce the requested user data. And as we've seen through the whole entire subpoena, they're asking for hosting providers and servers because they want to get information about people's DMs. If the courts force Discord to give up people's DMs, that both makes it where DMs are now nowhere close to being private. But more importantly, if the courts force Discord to give up their DMs, other corporations that want to sue people for copyright infringement on any social media platform are going to reference this case and use it to try and get what they want. This will be used as a legal precedent if Discord has to give up Discord DMs. If Discord loses here, we could be heading straight into the most dystopian reality you can imagine.
Let's go, boys! 1984!
Messages because they think you're infringing on their copyright. That's why this is extremely important, whether you like it or not. I just want to say, Discord's legal team in Mariah, when the going gets tough, I'm here in my home, in my basement that I sit in 24/7, cheering you on like a cheerleader. Anyways, bye-bye, I love you. Mwah.
I like No Text-to-Speech. It's a great channel. I've watched many of his videos before. I'm not subbed on this. Why am I not subbed on this channel? This is my main channel. I don't know why. I forget to sub to a lot of people. That was a really good video. I hope that Nexon fucks around and finds out. I really hope they just get told to just piss off. This is not going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see what the courts decide, I guess. It's entirely possible that this goes badly. And then, you know, I guess, time to move to distributed, encrypted platforms for communication. Watch the chips video next. I can do that. How long is it? Oh, it's like 6 minutes long. Oh, that's fine.
You'd never guess it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll check that out in a moment. But yeah,
Discord is committed.
Shh, stop. I think this video showed up in my recommended. I just hadn't actually watched it. If you've not subbed to this guy's channel, he makes great videos, and, yeah. Do you have a Matrix server? Yes, no. I had one, I got rid of it because Matrix is a fucking horrendous platform. Anyway, yeah, check this video out, check his channel out, and, yeah.